Hello, and welcome to the third Dataslate discussion for the channel, this time referencing the 3rd edition Kill Team Dataslate released on 23 July 2025. In this video, I'm only going to discuss changes to the teams that we've already covered on this channel, since those videos may have updates that are relevant moving forward. Any future guides on the channel will have those updates already considered when they're published. Okay, with that out of the way, my name is Mouse, let's get into the video. At the time of recording, this channel currently has 7 guide videos published, so let's look at how the Kommandos, Phobos Strike Team, Mandrakes, Korps of Krieg, Legionaries, Vespid Stingwings, and Chaos Cults were affected by these changes. I don't want to pass judgment on teams that I haven't created guides for, since I'm not particularly practiced enough with those teams to give you guys an informed opinion. As you'll see shortly, these changes primarily affect the teams that have been overperforming competitively. Okay, the first section will be the teams untouched or mostly untouched in this balance update. For this data slate, that means the Mandrakes, Korps of Krieg, Kommandos, and Vespid Stingwings. The Mandrakes and Korps of Krieg both got actually no changes. The Kommandos saw their bomb squig get a minor clarification to their explosion related to the door fight or hatchway fight action, where it was confirmed that they do not affect an operative who used the door fight action from the other side, which is a minor nerf for the bomb squig. The Vespids were also effectively untouched, only getting a verbiage clarification about spending a communion point to shoot against an operative further than 8 inches away if there are no enemy operatives inside 8 inches. This should be entirely unsurprising, so there's no real change here for the Vespids. If you play one of these 4 teams, you don't have anything that you need to worry about relearning. The first faction to talk about with changes are the Phobos Strike Team, who saw a change to their Deadly Shots strategic ploy. Now, it importantly only triggers on enemies who are not in cover and further than 6 inches away from the shooting operative. This, funnily enough, is close to how I first read the strategic ploy when I was learning the team, but it makes their Deadly Shots much harder to get value out of. You can no longer just walk up to within 2 inches of enemy operatives to get the balanced weapon keyword to kick in by denying cover, which hurts the reliability of Phobos shooting. It's not a massive nerf, but it definitely hurts the team. The second faction with changes are the Legionaries, who caught several pretty significant changes with this data slate. First up are the changes to the strategy ploy Fickle Fates, which now only ever grants balanced to a friendly Legionary operative when shooting a ready enemy operative. It used to grant Ceaseless, or Relentless if you already had Ceaseless, so this is a pretty significant step down for reliability. It's not terrible, since most shooting operatives are hitting on 3s and only needed minimal rerolls, but now the Legionaries are more susceptible to having terrible rolls without a way to bail them out for free. The second change is to the strategy ploy Implacable, which was reordered with respect to the Nurgle-only portion of the ploy. Now it grants all Legionaries the reduction of Piercing 1 to Piercing Crits 1, which is helpful for a bit of survivability, but the portion that ignores changes to the stats of injured friendly operatives now only applies to Nurgle-marked Legionaries. This is a bigger downgrade than it might seem, since dealing with injury is more prevalent than dealing with Piercing 1 weapons. There are matchups where this is going to feel like an okay trade-off, but most of the time this just means that injured Legionaries are not able to do their job like you want them to. The final change for the Legionaries is the strategic ploy Blood for the Blood God. Now the damage increase is capped at a maximum of 7 damage, which really only affects the Power Fist for the Aspiring Champion, the Demon Blade for the Chosen, and the Chain Axe for the Butcher. It doesn't seem that major at first, but capping the damage at 7 means that it significantly changes the breakpoints that you would want to take those weapons for. Specifically, those operatives can no longer 2-shot enemy elites like Angels of Death, Plague Marines, Legionaries, or Nemesis Claw, and they lose their reliable 3-shot against Raveners as well. It's a pretty tough sell now to take the Butcher, even in those matchups, and other marks might get some more time on the table instead of defaulting to Khorne-heavy lists. Moving away from the Legionary nerfs, let's look at the Chaos Cult. Their strategic ploy, Exaltation in Pain, just got a rewording for affecting the hit stat of friendly operatives as a result of being injured, but no actual gameplay changes here. The real change comes from their accursed gift, Barbed, which now only triggers once per fight sequence instead of on every hit. This is a pretty massive downgrade, But truthfully, it's because the original version of this that triggered on every hit was completely overtuned. There are plenty of matchups where you weren't taking barbed anyway, so this doesn't change how the team plays or anything like that, but it does mean that there's probably less of an important reason to take Baleful Script as equipment, since you're less likely to need a gift swapped for your entire team. It's more likely that you'll spend the occasional command point on Abhorrent Mutation to grant a single operative barbed, now than it is that you'll grant your whole squad with a dedicated accursed gift as a selection. Make no mistake, this nerf hurts. Okay, it was a quick video this time, but don't worry because I have another guide coming shortly. This next guide was voted on by our subscriber community, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and cast your vote for future ones. Until next time, have fun and be good if you want to.